So hey guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to learn the installation process for Verilog. So let's begin. As we know, Verilog is a hardware descriptive language. That means we do not write code, but we describe how the hardware behaves. So Verilog is a hardware descriptive language. Unlike any software programming, Verilog works parallelly. That means it doesn't depend on one another to execute. Module 1 execute separately, module 2 execute separately, and module 3 execute separately. And these modules are tested using test benches. We will learn about this later on. So now Verilog can be implemented or run using two ways. First is using VS Code and second is using Vivado. We will not currently use Vivado because Vivado is very bulky and is for industrial purposes like FPGA implementation, design, synthesis, etc. And its UI is not that good currently. So we will focus using VS Code. So now the tools which are required to work with Verilog is the first is the VS Code. It is a code editor which helps us to basically write the Verilog code. It makes it simpler and easy. The second is Icarus. Icarus is a type of simulator which simulates the Verilog code we write. This is then we use GTKwave simulator to visualize our waveforms. In Verilog, in VLSI basically the simulation is the main thing for debugging etc. So GTKwave helps us. So now let's begin to the process of installation. First of all, we will install our VS Code. So we will type VS Code install. So the first link, download Visual Studio Code. Here, based on your operating system, you can select Windows, Linux or Mac. So currently I am working on Windows. So Windows, and I will start, it will automatically start downloading. Best it will look if you have Windows 10, Windows 11, and it will automatically install its exe file. So after installing the exe file, we need to open the file. So first we will check if our VS Code has properly installed and we will install it. Okay, after opening, we will accept the agreement. Next, now you need to check all the boxes. We will discuss these boxes later on. So first is the create desktop icon. So after that, we will install it. Now I have currently installed my VS Code, so I won't install it again. Okay, so now we will check if our VS Code has installed or not correctly. So we will create a new folder. We can name anything. I am currently naming it Verilog. So after opening, now from this folder we will directly open VS Code. So we will shift and right click. So we will see an option open with code. So this will directly open our Visual Studio Code in that folder. So this is a shortcut. Okay, so like we can see our VS Code has been successfully installed. So now we will move on to our next step, that is downloading Icarus. So click on the link provided in the description for downloading Icarus. We'll select version 11 and it will automatically start downloading. So based on your specs, you can select 32-bit or 64-bit. If you are doing your career in VLSI, you need a laptop of 64 bits to handle simulation etc. correctly. Okay, so similar to VS Code, another pop-up will appear. You need to select yes. So after clicking yes in this pop-up, accept agreement, next. Now you will select full installation, or you can manually click on both the checkboxes. Now, as you remember, our third step was installing GTKwave. So our GTKwave is already being installed from here only. So next and install. So I already installed it, so I won't install it. So after installation, we'll again go in our VS Code, right click, shift right click, and we will open with code. So our folder will be open. Now we will search for Verilog extension. So we will search Verilog HDL. So it is nothing but an extension to our editor, that means VS Code. It makes our code prettier and helps us to find errors very easily. This feature is not available in Vivado. Vivado also shows errors, but it shows errors, very few errors. So we will click on install, and now it will be installed. It is very a small package or extension. So as you can see, when an error occurs, it gives a red line, and also the registers like input, output, ports, etc. are defined using different colors. So there are different extensions. We will use these extensions. Now we will go to our explorer. So now we will create two files, module.v and testbench.v. So before proceeding, I want to tell you that we are using three types, that is .v, .out and .vcd type files. .v is for our Verilog code, .out is for our output code, and .vcd is for our waveforms. Okay, so we will just create .v, and another two types will be created by our VS Code and Icarus. So here you don't need to focus on the code. I have copy pasted the code which I have written earlier. This is only to test if our VS Code can generate our output, and all the GTKwave, VS Code, Icarus are integrated with each other. So you can just copy paste this code from the screen to test. So the main lines in this code is dump file and dump vars. This is used for our GTKwave. So now we will right click on module and click on open with terminal. So our terminal will be opened. Now here we will type iverilog-v. So if this appears, that means your Verilog has been integrated with your VS Code and Icarus is working. So next is vvp-v. So it will show no input files, which is correct. Next will be checking GTKwave --version. Perfect. So our GTKwave version is also installed correctly. So now we will run our code. So we will write iverilog space. Now our file names module.v space testbench.v. Enter. So we have created .out. As I told you, we just need to create .v, and another files will be created by VS Code. So now vvp space a.out, we have created .vcd file. So we will type GTKwave output.vcd. Okay, perfect. Our GTKwave is also working. So now I will adjust our screen, adjust our waveforms. Wait. You will not see any waveforms because one step is remaining. So I have adjusted our screen. So now you need to click on test bench, then press Ctrl and select all the signals. That means A, B and sum. Now bottom you will see a button called insert. Click on insert. Perfect. Now our waveform has been displayed on the screen. So as it was adder, so you don't need to understand what the waveforms are currently. We will discuss it in our later on series of Verilog. We are going from basic to advanced. So as it was an adder circuit, so it has given 3 plus 2 5. Okay, 7 plus 1 8. So that's it guys for this video. Hope you understood how to install and integrate Verilog with VS Code, Icarus and GTKwave simulator. You need to learn or understand the commands. We will use the commands frequently. You need to understand the types of files we used. So for GTKwave we used .vcd file, with vvp we used .out file, and with iverilog we used .v files. Okay, so 3 commands, 3 files. Okay, that's it for this video guys. Hope you like this video. We are open for comments. Thank you so much.